Hi, my name is Kieran McDonald, part of Group 44S, and today we're going to be talking about traction devices. So starting off, we're going to start off with the material of steel that we're going to be using. So as you can see here, you have a concave shoe, which is obviously where the fullering is already in the shoe, as you can see there. You can see ever so slightly just in the heels there, areas for pins to go, which is another form of traction. We'll come on to that later. But concave is normally used for horses that need more grip, i.e. if they're working on, say, eventers, they need grip going cross country and stuff, and they're doing a lot of road work to get fit. So they need the concave for more grip, and not just working on surfaces all the time. So the foreign body of whatever surface they were working on feels the fullering in the concave shoe. And then that acts as an abrasive surface which also creates friction, so the horse does not slip, gives it more traction on the road and things like this. Moving on to, if we move on a bit lower down, you see there's a flat steel shoe there. You can see there's no fullering inside this. These are mainly used for horses that do a lot of road work because there's a lot more wear in this type of steel. It's not more hardy. So it'll take a lot longer for horses to wear through their shoes, protecting their feet better. But obviously it can only be put on certain horses, i.e. like a cob or a driving horse. Because thoroughbreds, seeing as they have in their breeding, they have very weak feet and thin soles. You wouldn't want to particularly be putting this heavy shoe on because you struggle to nail the actual shoe on, get the nails up there, and also burn it on. It may potentially lame the horse, like I say, with thin soles and this much of a shoe. It holds a lot of heat. That's another point there. But you can see here as well, you can also see in this one that it has tungsten pins, which I mentioned earlier, just in the toe of that one there. And that also aids in grip. You drill into there, you can either drill it in the heels or the toe. As you can see in that photo, it's on a hind foot and they've drilled it in the toe, so it may potentially be very hard landing on its toe. So just to potentially stop that initial impact of the shoe and wearing it away as much, and also give it more grip if it's sliding along the road. So that's what we have to look at on sections, on materials, sorry. And then going on to sections, if we come back up to the concave just here, you can get different sizes of sections in width and in height. So potentially a horse can be ridden on the road a lot more, but still needs the grip, may potentially have 7/8, 7/16, which is a bit more material in it, so slightly higher off the ground. Which gives obviously more to wear through, and then obviously the fullering is deeper, so it can be full up with more foreign objects and surfaces to aid in that friction and resistance, give it more traction. Also, again, with the flat steel, you can put fullering in. So we'll just go down here. As you can see here, is a 3/4 footed hind, which also aids in grip. And traction because of the fullering is now put in, but again, it's not the toe, so where the point of breakover is, there's no fullering, so it should in an ideal world, give the horse more strength in that area of the shoe, so it shouldn't wear it through quite so much. Obviously, the toe is where the horse breaks over and will have the most amount of friction on a different object, such as the pavement and concrete and things such as this. Then moving on to traction devices, so we carry on coming down. You can see a concave shoe here with stud holes in. This is again used on horses such as like competition horses, your show jumpers, and your event horses mainly, because dressage horses are most predominantly on a surface, which is what that shoe higher up here, the 3/4 footer, would most likely be used for, because obviously it's got more support on the heels, as you can see there, with a little bit of fullering just in case the horse might be going on some hacking, such as things. It's not going to need a full concave shoe because it's, like I said, it's mainly on a surface, so it's very unlikely that it's going to be slipping over. And then obviously, like you see, you've got the stud holes just there. As I take you in here, you can see how much they stick out and how much of advantages they get in the competition. And that is the main reason why you would be using studs, to stop the horse slipping over and give it more of a competitive edge. Thank you for listening.